25 days with no contact. 25 days with no fucking contact. This, no, we went, when I first found out he was married, yes, he's a married man. And I'm counting down no contact from a married man. And that's hard that I had to detach from. So don't come in my comments with the bullshit, okay? I know it's wrong. I know. I didn't know he was married. I fell in love with somebody and I didn't know he was married. How I didn't know he was married? Because I wasn't focused on that. It was okay. The point when he came in my life, what he gave me in that moment is what I needed. I didn't need somebody coming and spending the night with me every day. So when he would come and spend the night, he would spend the night, but like thinking back, he never spent the night. He would always leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but he had a reason because he would like be like he had another job. So he would come to my house when he got off of work. He would get off of work at like 12 o'clock in the morning, like he would work from 4 p.m. all the way to 12 a.m. He would get off. He would come to my house. He would sleep at my house. He would wake up and he would be like, I gotta go home because the reason he would have to go home, it would be either to take his son home to school or he needs to go home because he gotta, he need to go cut the grass. It will always be a reason. So I never questioned it. It wasn't until he lost his job. It was like a year and a half after we were together. He lost his job that, he didn't have no job to go to, so he would have an alarm set. He would come to my house, he would have an alarm set for 4 a.m. and he would leave, and I would be like, why you got an alarm set? So this particular day, I asked him, why do you have your alarm set? Like, I didn't ask him about the alarm. I said, do you have to do something in the morning? Do you have to cut the grass? He don't have a job. So he would be doing like little side shit. He told me no. So 4 o'clock, it was 3:50, and I engaged in intercourse with this man. I'm physically on top of him. I knew his alarm was gonna go off. His alarm went off at 4 o'clock. We're engaged in, intercourse. This motherfucker, the alarm goes off. He physically pushes me off of him, gets stressed and leaves, runs out the door, like like it was like no, and I was like, what the fuck? And so that was the moment I realized it was something. And normally when something like that happens, I won't talk to him, but this day I was like, I need to fucking know. So I called him after, like when he left, I called him and we stayed on the phone. And it's like when he got home, he cut off the phone. Like we stayed on the phone all the way till he got home. When he got home, he cut off the phone and I didn't hear from him no more. And so that was another thing. So he left me and then we stayed on the phone, and then he got home and he hanged up, and then his phone was off, like completely turned off until about like later on in the day. So I called him like around 4 o'clock because I wanted to fucking know. And we stayed on the phone for 1 hour and I asked him the same question for 1 hour straight. Who the fuck you live with? What's going on? Tell me what the fuck's going on. Over and over and over and over and over and over. Until finally I was like, I use reverse psychology on the motherfucker. I was like, do you know your tag is registered to an address? Do you know you could take your tag number and put it in the internet and find out where motherfucker to see where that tag registered, and then I can know where your address is, and I could go to your house and knock on your motherfucking door and see what the fuck going on over there. And when I said all that is when he just said, when he finally told me the truth. And he didn't even tell me the truth. He was like, he lived with somebody. He finally told me he lived with somebody. He didn't even tell me it was a wife. I didn't find out he was married with a wife until, so it was a year and a half that I found out he lived with somebody else, right? And then from that point, that was our first no contact point. From like when I found out he lived with somebody, I never knew they was married still. When I found out he lived with somebody, when he confessed that was the longest point we went without talking. It was like a month and a half. Like we did not talk, no communication, no nothing. I sat here and I got drunk. And like when I'm drunk, my drunk mind called him and he came to my house. This is the first time we talked, and like he cried like a fucking baby, like literally boo-boo cried, like say he missed me, he's sorry, he apologized that, he didn't know that we was gonna fall in love, like, he apologized. Still didn't tell me about a wife. I did not find out he was married, and then my dumb ass, of course, went back with the bullshit. Oh, stupid. I'm dumb. Okay, I know. Whatever. I didn't find out it was a wife until from that point, it was like a year and a half that I found out he lived with somebody. We went a month and a half without talking. Then we started with the bullshit again. It wasn't like we were together. We still was just like, it's never been cool. It was never been a time that it's been cool between us since the day I found out about the other person. Okay? So from that point, it was until I found out he was actually married. It was like another 6 months. So now we at the 2-year mark. I found out he's actually married. How I found out he was married? it's been tension from that point that I found out about the other woman. So it was some time we was mad at each other. He was mad at me. So he wasn't answering my call, so I know where he hang out. I went to go look for him, and I went to the bar, and he was so surprised to see me. And this is when he finally got a job. He just now got a new job, and he was like, oh, his demeanor seemed. Oh, I was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, man, I'm tired. I was working last night. I'm like, oh, you got a job? I'm like, congratulations. So we sitting at the bar. I didn't go to the bar to drink. I went to the bar to go look for him, but it was like 4 o'clock. I don't. If you know me, I don't drink at 4 o'clock. So his homeboy was like, just get a drink, get a drink. I was like, fuck it. His homeboy brought me a drink. So I had 3 drinks. I'm sitting at the bar. He playing pool. And I'm sitting next to his homeboy. And I'm talking to his homeboy. And he was like, how you know Melvin? Like, da 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 da. Like, and I'm just answering the questions. I don't know this man. This man drunk. This is my first time meeting his friend, whatever, whatever. And he was like, so what's up with you and Melvin? I was like, Melvin full of shit. I said, Melvin a whole married man. And he's like, oh, you know about that? I was lying. I didn't know about that. I was just talking shit. And in that moment, I found out he was a married man. And when I found out, I said, oh, so he married. I said, oh, thanks for telling me. He said, how you know that? I said, so you do? I said, no, I didn't know. You just told me. And his face like, yo. And then like his whole demeanor changed. And like it was like he went and talked to Melvin real quick. Then I'm watching everything. Melvin whole demeanor changed. And that's how I found out about that he was married. And then from there, it's been chaos ever since then. And I've been trying to detach myself from this man this whole time. That's when the other person came. That's when I met TJ, because I was trying to get over him. So me and TJ got involved with each other. I was with TJ for a year, and then the whole pregnancy happened, and chaos. So that's how it all happened. And I've been 25 days with no contact, and I've been trying my hardest not to call him. And I know he's coming. I know he's coming to my doorstep, because it's been 25 days, and at the end of the day, he does love me. He does love me, but he's a whole married man. And I know it's coming to my doorstep. And when it comes to my doorstep, I either have to call the police. Like, I can't do it. I can't keep doing the same bullshit. So he got to do his shit. He got to do what he got to do. And it's nothing for me to do. I just got to sit in my Empress energy and mind my motherfucking business. I have no ties to nobody. I'm single. Like, ain't got nothing to do with me. So, but he is coming. He is on his way, and he is coming with the bullshit. And I told myself, if he come here, this is the day. Like, he come to my house, this is the day his wife gonna know. I'm gonna go to his house and tell his wife he won't leave me alone. This is the day. So that's what's gonna happen. And everybody's telling me don't do it. Like, that's not my place. But he won't leave me alone. So what else to do? She need to know. So whatever. I said a lot. So here we go. I know the comments gonna go crazy. Hopefully nobody. Well, whatever. If it is, it is. Like, that's my truth. That's my truth. I've been working on moving on, detaching myself from a married man that I didn't know was married.